So, guys, for the purpose of the new people here, we talk about women's life. We talk about how women juggle their day-to-day lives, how they manage to, how they manage their mental health, how they cope with family and work, how they cope with everything that concerns their life, children, and all that. Whether you are single, whether you are a divorcee, whether you have children or you are married, we talk about our life because there's something about life. The more we talk about us, the more you empower someone out there, the more you motivate someone out there, the more you encourage someone out there. Many people, the last class I had encounters with so many women that voice out their problems. Like I said, it is a program that helps you to unleash whatever it is you are passing through. I understand that when it comes to unleashing your problems, it's always risky as human beings to talk to maybe some people you know. Why? We're always scared of them mocking us. We're always scared of them, saying bad things about us, talking down on us, or looking down on us. So because of that, we open this platform for women. Vent it out. Say it the way it is. But we are looking for a way to help each other here. We're looking for a way to empower each other and motivate each other as well. And of course, empower each other in the sense of finding jobs for people who are idle, who doesn't even know how to start or where to start from. Victoria, thank you for liking the live and sharing it. Irene, thank you so much. Faith, thank you so much. All right, like I said, I'm still expecting Victoria, I'm still expecting Cynthia, and the rest of you guys. If you're a woman watching me and you feel like you want to talk about something that has been bothering you for a long time, you don't know how to say it out or whom to talk to, please feel free to talk to us about it. Some of us here, we can give you we can share our own experiences for you to learn from. It's like an advice, doesn't necessarily mean we are telling you how to live your life, no. But when you hear another woman talking about how she managed her own stress and how she eventually managed to come out of it, it's enough motivation for you and I. So whatever it is you are passing through, please feel free to come up here. I'm going to be calling up people that requested for it. Oh, Victoria, sorry darling. All right, let me call you up now. I'm going to be calling up people on request. I'll be calling up people on request so that they can come up here and share what they are passing through. Let's see how we can help each other. Okay, right now I have my wonderful, amazing, powerful lady. Victoria is here with us. Victoria, thank you so much for joining. I missed you all. Can you hear
I
me?
missed you too. Yes, I can. Thank you. I missed you too. I was like, wait, I
Thank you
didn't
so
see
much.
you on Saturday.
I traveled. I traveled. I went to work. I haven't been around, but I'm so glad I'm back. Honestly, I'm so glad. So,
That's
how
good.
have you been? How
Oh,
have you
I've been
been?
great, great. I was actually on vacation last week, so I was just
Oh,
resting and having, quality time with my kids. So yeah.
oh, fantastic, fantastic. I wish I can go on vacation at the moment.
Well, vacation, I mean more of
I'm telling
like
you.
staycation. We were home, but I was just off of work, so I didn't have work.
Oh, staycation.
Yeah, so we
Yeah,
were home, but
I
just
understand.
relaxing and taking time. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All right,
What?
Victoria. You know, the last time we had this program about coming up next week, and we are going to talk on concerning affirmations that can help us motivate us every day of our lives. But unfortunately, you weren't there because I didn't see you at the end of the day. You weren't able to
Yeah, I
make it. You
apologize.
remember?
Yeah, I had a commitment that weekend that was just,
Yeah.
by the time I was done, I had students that I was testing. By the time I was done, it was way over. I tried to join, but they kept asking questions, so it just didn't work out for me. I was like, oh no. But hey, absolutely we'll try to make it work next
Yeah.
Saturday. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. All right, in today we've done that one anyway, but in today's program we want to talk about deep on already women's life, women's struggle, and how they are coping. Okay, while I was away, I met a woman. Actually, I went into just a mini kiosk, is what I would call it, to buy some things when I was going back to my hotel. So I saw this woman and I was buying something that was on a Sunday anyway. And she wasn't really looking bright. If not that I am used to like watching people and learning what could be the problem, it's a situation whereby anybody could have flared up, starts
Mm.
backing and scolding the woman like, if you don't want to sell, why did you open, things like that. But no, she was. I wanted to come inside. She said, no, you can't come inside. I said, okay. I watched her again. When I started requesting for the things I needed to buy, she sent one of her daughters, little kids actually, to get those things. But she wasn't looking at my face. I bought everything, paid her. I was about to leave. She wasn't still looking at my face. So I said, are you okay? The moment I said, are you okay? Tears everywhere started pouring down like rain. She wasn't. The moment I said, any problem, that was where she just let out the whole. She started crying. Like she started crying nonstop. So I told her to calm down. I said, calm down, whatever it is, so long as you didn't lose anybody. Did anybody die? She said no. I said, okay, then that's fine. Provided you didn't lose a soul, that is okay. Eventually, she started narrating her life to me. But the one that actually touched me was she told me that her husband flogs her, like she flogs her with cane, with cane in the house. And at the moment that the man brought in a woman in their house, that her kiosk, that this mini shop, is kind of her solace. That's where she comes out to, just to stay with her kid. Because I saw them. I saw like a mattress inside the shop. I saw like a stove. They cook there. I was wondering if she's living there. So I tried talking to her. I told her no matter what it is, no matter what, it's difficult. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's so difficult. But I tried to talk. I said a lot of things to her. I told her to calm down. That one thing she needs to do is to first of all start number one prayer. Then secondly, start looking at yourself. I told her because she looks like someone who has already given up. So I told her, look at yourself first. You need to start taking care of yourself. What I mean by taking care of yourself is being happy. Force yourself with the help of God because you can't do it without God. And start looking at yourself. Start appreciating who you are. By the time you start looking at yourself and start appreciating yourself, things will shift. There must be a shift in your life. So we had other discussions and eventually I left, but I wasn't myself when I left. This is why I said women are going through a lot. Men are also going through a lot, don't get me wrong, but because we're talking about women here, by the time we'll talk about men, of course, we'll say a lot of things about them, but since we are talking about women at the moment, is their program, they are truly passing through a lot. So for you, Victoria, let me just ask you, what do you, in your own point of view, the way you see life, what would you have expected for that lady to do or to be doing, or how she can just handle the whole scenario? Because when it comes to husband and wife, the truth is it's not always easy. It is not always easy.
All right.
So
Well,
what do you
I
have to
mean,
say?
I'll commend you by actually listening to her. That was such a great thing to do, because sometimes people, it's not that they really want solution at that time. Sometimes they just want to talk and lessen the burden
Yeah.
that they feel or the anger that they're feeling towards whatever situation they're in. So the fact that you were able to take a minute, because it's not everybody that will give you that time to listen to you
Yeah,
and
sure.
deeply connect with you and like, hey, I hear you, I feel you, I know what you're going through. So that's really amazing. Thank you for doing that. But as somebody who has gone through the process where there are days that I cry, there are days that I just want to give up. you know One of the things that I tell myself is, if I give up, who is there to like, I try to motivate myself not to give up. I say to myself, no matter what it is, it's going to get better. I look for situations in the past that I've experienced that I was able to overcome. I use that as an encouragement to say, hey, did you forget when you went through all of this? What happened? You won at the end, right? You were able to pass through those trials. Look at you. So I use that as a way to really protect myself, encourage myself, and get me to move on. Now, it's okay to once in a while sit down in that dump and cry and feel helpless. But what I don't encourage, what I try to discourage or tell people not to do is to sit there and get a mattress and get a pillow and get a blanket and sleep and feel comfortable in that situation. Do not do that. It's okay to feel your feelings. It's okay to feel what you're experiencing, but you gotta at some point say to yourself, okay, enough of this pity party. I need to get up. I have kids who are looking up to me, right? She has kids. So she has to think about them. Because when you give up, what are you telling your kids? What are you showing them that, when there's a difficult situation, you give up? So you cannot give up. So I also use my kids as a way to motivate me that I cannot sit in that dump. I need to get up, and make it work. And lately, what I've been doing is kind of telling myself that it's important to know that sometimes no one is coming to save you. You have to want to save yourself. You have to figure out, how do I save myself? Because like you said, everybody's going through something, be it a man, be it a woman, even kids. Sometimes you hear kids, they have their own issues, right? They might be talking about a toy that they want that they didn't get. Exactly. So everyone is going through something. We're experiencing different situations. Sometimes it feels like, oh, the world is against us, or sometimes we feel like, oh, this is too much. But I don't want us to give up. It is life. Let's try to figure out how to make it work and keep going. But most importantly, you know, women, we need to start thinking. We've talked about this on several occasions where we need to sit down and start asking ourselves deep questions. Is this how I want my life to be? And then get up and also know that our happiness is not in the hands of our husbands. Our happiness is not in the hands of our kids. These are people who have their own part in life to live. They have their own destiny. They have their own, whatever it is that they came to this world to fulfill. So we cannot wrap around our happiness, our joy, our progress around people that we've been taught, will give us peace. It's not happening. Think about it. Do a survey and see how many women, how many men are actually getting happiness or joy from their relationship. So, it's important that we need to start, removing all these expectations that are not really tangible. They're not achievable. I mean, they're achievable, but you need to understand that your happiness comes from you. And for you to make that happiness work for you, to motivate you to go out there and be the best version of yourself, you need to begin to just decenter things, begin to, look at things from a different perspective. You can choose to do it religiously, which is fine. You can run to God. I believe in God, greatly. If it's not by the grace of God, I will not be where I am right now. I will not have the strength to keep going. So, but I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna close my ears and tie hair tie. I'm not that kind of Christian. So whatever path the person chooses to follow, it's fine. Just make sure you're not hurting somebody. Make sure you're not doing something that is wrong. Make sure you're not doing something that is not the will of God for your life. But we need to take our power back. And you said that on several occasions about the need for us to take our power back. So if your husband says, oh, well, I'm going to marry somebody else, it is what it is. It hurts. You understand what I'm saying?
Raise up about it.
It's yeah. So just let them be and say, okay, well, I bid you goodwill and whatever. Just leave me and my kids alone. Face your life. That's my belief. So it's okay if somebody says, listen, it's not. I don't see the way I used to see before. That's fine. It hurts, cry it out, but let go, move on. Now, for you to now be dejected, for you now to be sad, for you now to be, to just give up on life because somebody said, I don't want you, that is just, again, I get it. It took me a while to get to this point where I didn't think of things like that. But we have to educate ourselves. We have to want to do better. We have to want to leave, except if you've given up. But I don't want people to give up.
No,
Everything
maybe.
is not going to be perfect. Everything is not going to be perfect, but we really do need to start working on ourselves and and just realizing that people are going to betray you. Jesus was betrayed. Think about it. And the people who betrayed him, they were people close to him. These were his followers. These were his apostles. So it hurt. It used to hurt me that people that I was close to, people that I trusted, betrayed me. But then I started thinking to myself, I was reading the Bible. I was like, Jesus was betrayed. Did it stop him from fulfilling his no, he did not. You still have to get up and do what you have to do. Cry it out, and it's so good to listen. So that's a powerful thing too. Being able to listen to somebody, empathize with them, even if you don't solve their problem. Sometimes it makes you feel better when you're able to.
That talk is what they needed at that point in time.
Exactly. Thank you.
Looking for someone to talk to. That's exactly what they needed at that time. Not
Exactly.
necessarily. Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, that's what I see. It's not about just sitting there looking for somebody to save us, not looking for, but but having that support is good. Having a support system, having things that allows you to think and know that hey, it's gonna be okay, it's good. But when you don't have it, that's okay too. Be strong for yourself. Choose to leave. Choose to be strong. Choose to be happy. Take your happiness back from anything on everyone that you've assigned it to. Your husband is not the end of the world. Having I just, I saw some videos a few weeks back about, somebody here on TikTok. She's a famous influencer that, ended it all because she,
Oh wow. For real? What
somebody broke
happened?
up with her. Somebody broke up with her boyfriend.
Just
Exactly. Why
that?
would I do? Yeah, I can't do that. So this is what I'm saying. Why would I? Don't give somebody that kind of a power over you. It's okay. So for me, it's about re-education of women, re-education of people, not just women, men as well, and taking power back and choosing to be better, choosing to just take life easy. I'm not after
Yeah.
validation from people. I'm not trying to dress the best, wear the best jewelry or the best clothes or whatever. No, the little that I wear with so much pride and so much grace that I don't, I'm not in that space where I'm looking for people to like me, where I'm looking for people to say this. I have sat down, cried my eyes out, gave up, got up, and I keep moving. So we need to start doing that, but it does not stop us from supporting, giving it a listening ear, and saying, "Hey, it's gonna be
Yeah.
okay, but right now I needed to choose you." So we need to start choosing ourselves. Period. For me, that's the key thing is we need to
Yeah.
start choosing ourselves. Yeah. Thank you.
I think you're welcome, darling. Thank you so much. I think the main thing here is for us to start putting ourselves first. The last time we talked about being selfish, and if you do not really understand what we mean, somebody might think we are going crazy here, but it is necessary for anybody to be selfish with your own needs. Make yourself a priority. First of all, you need to start looking into your face because, like we rightfully said, as women, some of us women believes that your happiness comes from your husband. No, your happiness does not come from your husband and will never come from your husband. And that's why when something happens to you, it gets to you easily. Like it triggered a lot of things inside you because you're expecting that man to, make you happy or even fulfill all your needs. Now, don't get me wrong, By right, they were said to be the head of the house. I'm not saying they are not head, but if you ask me, women, if a man is the head, women are the neck. That's the way I describe it. Now, the
Yes.
neck carries the head. Now, the head is the head of the house. So women are the neck. Yeah? Right now, I know it's their duty to take care of you, but whereby you have a partner who doesn't even care. Like the last time that should be like 3 weeks ago, this program, the one we had 3 weeks ago, one of us here, a lady was saying that she gets up, the husband upsets her a lot. She's depressed, she's not happy. We try to talk to her like, he upsets you because you believe that he will give you your happiness, which is wrong. Now, even though men are supposed to take care of the house, to carry the needs and as well, whereby you have that one who doesn't want to do that. If you ask me, first of all, I'm not in support of you fighting him to give you money for this, to give you money. It is his right to do it. Now, don't get me wrong, he's supposed to do it. But whereby he's not doing it, we are trying to let women know you can be happy. You can live your life in truth and in happiness. Now, whereby that one is not bringing it, must you fight him? Do you think is the right thing to do? Because whereby you keep doing that, you're making yourself unhappy, and that's why some of us women will start thinking, because you still believe in mere mortal, because all of us are mortals, you still believe in mere mortals, of which the Bible said the arm of flesh must and shall fail you.